Let's go and talk to Kenny Rohan. Do you have anything to say about this? No, he's just giving me the normal stuff that he says. Yeah, the normal stuff like the first time that we talked to him. He didn't have anything to say about that. I figured for sure he would have something. Alright, let's head out of here. We're going to head to the Ether Light. Who are we going to talk to? We need to talk to Shura for some additional affinity. We get that for... actually, don't I need to talk to Giorgio as well? I think that Giorgio, because we did not give him the apprentice, has something to say about not having an apprentice. Right, that's the normal stuff. I swore he said something. Maybe it's already a little too late for that. Change it to 11. There we go. There we go. So, Kenny Rohan has a pupil now. Kenny's a real stand-up bloke, not the best artist ever, sure. But his heart's in the right place. He really cares about all of us. So, there we go. There is the update to the affinity chart that I was looking for. Gotta figure that there would be some change there. And it's now VIP regular between Giorgio and Kenny Rohan, which is green. And no link between Jackson and Giorgio at this point. Wish I was the one with the pupil, but I suppose you gotta do what's right for you. Alright, the other person that I wanted to talk to around here is Shura, who is out here at night. I am very familiar with her. Passed her already, though. That's right, she's just right there. There we go. She should have more affinity now. Eric's working much harder these days. I'm very impressed with him. Maybe he got himself a girlfriend. He has a smile from ear to ear. As for how well his research will turn out, who knows? And we get an update to the affinity chart for that one. I believe that's the first link that Shura has had. It's good boss between Eric and Shura. I'm planning to remain single for the foreseeable future, at least until I finish my research into the giants. Yeah, could you give a little bit more research? Tell me about Zanza a little bit. Of course not. Next stop is up top here on the little catwalk, the walkway up here. Here we should be able to find Desiree, and I think, well, she doesn't have the quest yet. I probably just need to talk to her again. Here's the spoilers that she gives. You can get these really early on, but yeah, she lets you know that her dad's name is Zord. Granted, I feel like the characters kind of knew during the scenes with Zord that he had the name, or that he possibly could have been a human in the past, but they never really put two and two together. Like, it's really easy to do if you know that her father's name is Zord. Now, after that, don't you have a quest for us? I believe she had a quest for us, but we just didn't see the exclamation point. Yeah, okay, so this is technically the quest. We are going a new path with it, but it's kind of long, so I'm not going to read it out this whole way because we have seen it all before. Basically, she's confused about where to go with her life. Yeah, this one, the game developers even know that this one is long because they have said funny things about it. So by listening to her story, we get 8,000 gold, 3,500 experience. This is Desiree's future. This is where we get to choose a path for her to go in life, and we have two options. The option that we took last time was soldier. We're going to go with the other option this time. So we're going to go through it kind of quickly here. So yeah, you can't see it because of the branches in her way. You got to get right up on her. Why did the branches and the leaves get priority over the exclamation point? So she's mulling over her future. She has decided on one or two things. And I'm such a good listener. Remember, you need Shulk in the lead for this one. This is how you get one of his skill branches. But since we already have it, we're not going to get it again. Let's talk some more. She wants to be a soldier. She's a good shot, but she's terrible with machines. And obviously, she's scared of dying. That kind of happens when you're a soldier, especially since you don't have a real legitimate way of doing damage to the enemy. That's kind of always an issue. The other one is being a sculptor, which is what we are going to do with her. She is going to become Kenny Rohan's pupil. Kind of funny, first time we went through, we didn't get any pupils for Kenny Rohan. This time we're going to get 2. Glad everything worked out. I get some more affinity inside my party. And she gets mad. And then we finally get the choice here. Alright. Like I said, this one's kind of long. I have an innate ability for one and a keen interest in the other. I guess there's no wrong answer. They'll both have ups and downs. But that's exactly why it's so hard to decide. You pick for me instead. Me? But it's your life we're talking about. Your entire life. Don't worry. I won't hold a grudge against you. In fact, I won't have any regrets. Whatever you decide, I'll do it and never look back. But there's no hurry. I'll wait until you've thought about it properly. I thought we were done! How many times do I have to talk to her? I think that's 6 now? Okay, Shulk, which career path do you think would suit me best? So we have the options of soldier and sculptor. Last time we went soldier. This time we're going sculptor. It's important to try new things. Better to regret doing something than regret not doing it. That's what I always say, though I try to be a bit more eloquent. You know, that wasn't phrased as well as it could be. Anyway, I've made my decision. Thank you. You're welcome, but I don't think I actually did anything. Oh, stop being so pessimistic. You gave me the push I needed. Now I sort of wish I hadn't. What if all goes wrong? You worry too much, Shulk. I'll be fine. I guarantee. I've never realized before, but you're pessimistic as well sometimes. I think it's nice in a way. It shows how kind and caring you are. But most of the time, it's still better to be confident in yourself. You're right. But you should remember to take your own advice, Desiree. True, I really have to do my best in my new career. Otherwise, I'll be eroding your self-confidence as well as mine. That's all the motivation I need. Thanks for everything. And then she disappears to the far-off land of right down there next to Kenny Rohan. So we have completed Desiree's future. You recommended that Desiree become a sculptor. So we get 8,000 gold, 3,500 experience, and a whole bunch of swap stuff. Nothing spectacular, even for this point in the game. Alright, we get an update to the affinity chart. It is new, so let's take a look at it. It is Promising Pupil, which is green between Desiree and Kenny Rohan. Her first link. Once again, most of these links are for people that have the option of going to Colony 6. Most of them, I should say. Cons can't go, but there's other things going on around here. Werner, Perrine, yeah, most of them are for people that can leave. I don't know why they don't just give you the thing, but anyway. Desiree's here now. She has a quest, but I need 5-star affinity in order to get it. My art teacher is a genius. Sculpture isn't even his specialty, but he still gives me great advice. Yes, there we go. Oh, I'm sorry, I need to concentrate right now. Could we chat another time? Kenny Rohan. There's nothing like turning raw emotion into a solid form. And what I mean by that is, well, if I was to expand a little, you understand what I'm saying, don't you? Thank you. What could he have meant other than sculpture? I'm a little scared. Like I said, Kenny Rohan scares me sometimes. As you can see, I'm in the middle of a lesson. Come back and see me later. So, that is it for this. I do want to get more work for that. In order to get the quest from Desiree's future, I need 4.5-star affinity in the region. But for this next one, I need 5, and I don't have that yet. So instead, we are going to head out. We're going to actually head out a bit of a ways. Hooray! Let's head to Sawtoro Marsh. A few things that we can do here, a few things that I can't do here. Let's go to Lacus Swamp. Let's go to the Napon Merchant Camp. I believe we have a quest to turn in here or a new quest to receive. Either way, it doesn't matter what time I go here. Should be right. All right, so a new quest from Katja. Shulk has comments on this one. Not that it really matters. We've done this one before. So we found the altar at Exile Fortress. Remember, we did that a little early. But now we need something. We need an offering to put on the altar in order to make this work. There's also giant white spiders that were winning, if you remember, right? At first you're like, no way they would win. Then you get there and you're like, yeah, they could win. We need to get the giant's mirror. and from Daksha's Shrine and put it on the Bionis' in the area of Daksha's Shrine, and then we can put it on the altar. 9,100 gold, 3,100 experience, and an unknown prize for this one. So I should get a treasure once that is done. I already have it, because I already went to Daksha's Shrine and took care of that. There's some more work that I can do around here. Some of it is actually for Colony 6 stuff, though. So for now, let's head out to the glowing obelisk so that I can pick up that red pollen orb. And then, you know what, let's actually take care of some of the rest of it while we're here. So once again, Despotic Arsene, not here. Don't have to worry about him. He does not show up until after Makana's Core, at which point you should be done with Zazadan anyway. But right now, we need to go steal his red pollen orb that he is so fond of. He's been hoarding. So I forgot last time that it does actually give Zukazu kind of like this. Oh, that's right, level 85 Satoral Rogul right there, because it's nighttime. It does give Zukazu a ton of strength, like their steroids, the red pollen orb. But later on when we go to Frontier Village, it sounds much more like a drug. So maybe it's like PCP or something like that. I hear that PCP makes you very strong. At least that's what I saw in like cop shows and stuff like that. Alright, so there's the red pollen orb. We are not going to talk to Zukazu. I don't care right now. He angers me. But while I'm here, I might as well do some things that I haven't done to this point and are not necessary right now, but will be necessary later. I'm not sure if there's really a point for me doing this other than my own sense of completion and because I have the party that I want for it. We're going to go up and get the other locations. Normally at this point there's a quest exclusive enemy that is hiding up there that I want to take on, but right now I don't have that quest because I haven't started Colony 6. I believe it was Ewan that was out here. Either way though, the monsters up here, they don't level up at night. It's not often that I run around at night. Kind of nice. So I think there's 3 locations that I want to get around here. And just bump right into them. So here should be one. Soter Ruins. 44 AP for that. 16 skill points. I don't like saying SP, so I say skill points. But then ability points is way too long, so I say AP. It's kind of weird how that turns out in my head. But then we can head over here. Another wool rock. Don't need those anymore. We need to get this one here. I believe this is the Oath Sanctuary. There we go. That is the next one. And then there should be a couple on the other side over here. At least one. Hopefully that guy does not block my path. Just kind of sneak around him maybe. No. Of course not. Alright. So then we get to fight him. Level 84. Doesn't matter what party I have with me, this guy will go down. It's going to take a little bit, but he will die. There we go. Who said that last bit? Was that Shulk? Take the Gogol Horn. I'll actually take the crystals too. Level 5 crystals. I forget that they have those right now. Alright, so this should be a location. There we go. A place of judgment. Now, is that it? Does that complete the map? It sure does. Because I definitely did not have this completed just a little bit ago. Alright, so that is what I wanted to take care of here. Let's head over to the sororal statues. Because it turns out that Napon merchant that Emmy Leader wanted to talk to that had some stuff, it's this guy right here. You want Napon Claymore? I'm afraid I've not finished it yet. Oh, this not for sale. A weapon I use for self-defense. But I am a businessman. I give it to you if you bring me some bunny ascent wood. And so we have to get some bunny ascent wood. I could have killed some of the ogre bunya, right? Those are the ones that drop it, but at this point it's probably easier if I just trade for it. And the person that has them is Bukoko, way over here in the Naupon Merchant Camp. So, Bukoko, trade. Yes, indeed, we will trade. He has the Bunny Ascent Wood. I only need one, so let's see what I can get rid of here. The Wisp Glow Stick. I don't think I need that. Alright, so that is done. Let's head back and let him know that we have the Bunny Ascent Wood that we need, and that he should give us the Naupon Claymore so that Emmy Leader can poison Kant. Not necessarily sure this is the best way to go. In fact, I don't think it is, but it's technically an equal path to go. It's Bunny Ascent Wood. I give you Naupon Claymore for it. Here you go. I polished it nice and shiny. But how can I defend myself from now on? So we get the Naupon Claymore. Seems kind of weird that he would have a Naupon Claymore. Claymores are giant two-handed Scottish swords. And this little fuzzball has it. Kind of weird. But then again, like, Ricky's got a huge ass thing too. Maybe they swing it with their wing type things, which are a lot stronger than their arms, I think. So at this point, I think I'm done here. I think I'm ready to head back to Colony 9. And we can turn this into the military district. Emmy Leader, we got your thing. I'm not sure this is going to work out. In fact, I'm pretty sure I lose affinity for doing things this way. And then maybe I get it back later type thing. Like, it is not a good way to go. This is one of the few times I feel like the game did have a better option and a worse option. And I'm choosing the worst option this time. Doesn't always happen that way, but this time it definitely feels like it. So we'll head up here. Emmy Leader, we got your thing. So you brought the Naupon sword? This is good, I like it. It's easier to use than I thought. I'm all set to go now. It's almost time for the Lieutenant Colonel test. This sword will see me through to victory. I won. I passed the test. But I don't want to talk now. I've lost everyone's trust in me. Yeah, we lost affinity for doing it this way. You want a reward? Fine, take your reward and go. There's no point to any of this anymore. And we've completed a young captain's challenge. Holding the Naupon Claymore, she takes the test but wins in a dishonorable fashion. 3,300 gold, 600 experience, a purity striker, and swept gauntlets for our trouble. And an update to the affinity chart. Probably not good. Yeah, we have hate between Emmy Leader and Kant now, and he's not looking happy at all. I think that's the only thing that changed there. You have anything you want to talk about here? Could it have been you? I don't want to believe that you could have done it. But it was you who brought me the sword. Yeah, she's starting to catch on that it might have been us. I can't trust anybody right now. Don't talk to me. So we will have more tests from her later, more quests and stuff like that. But how are you doing, Kant? I look well for someone who's been poisoned, you say. Luckily it wasn't enough to kill me. I've got a family to look after. I can't just kill over and die so easily. They'd be lost without me. I'm just glad to be alive. Alright, so we did it. Hooray. Let's head down to the Tranquil Square and we'll turn our quest into Jarok. Like I said, a lot of kind of unique pathing this time through. We got a lot of branching paths at this point in the game. And there probably will be a lot of branching paths from this point forward, but this one is the first one that kind of stood out to me. So since it's Jarok, we need it to be night. And we will... Yeah, we're not going to turn that into Zukazu. We're turning it into Jarok here for a little brother's fight. Did you get the red pollen orb? So you think I should have it? Then he's sure to lose now. He'll have to give up his dream. There's more to life than traveling anyway. I'll show him that we can do just fine here in Colony 9. He didn't have a chance. Here I go. It's over. It took a while, but he submitted. He said he'll stay here, said he'll even make a boat. I always say there's nothing better than living in peace with family. And we've completed a little brothers fight. The brothers feud will finally come to an end. Oh, well, we got that. Jiroku and Zukazu resolve their feud and live in Colony 9 happily together. 7,500 gold, 1,500 experience, and jungle bottoms with a slot for our trouble. At least I had a slot. And an update to the affinity chart. Let's see how it worked out. So we get brothers. They're just brothers, which is yellow between Zukazu and Jiroku. Yeah, things aren't going so well between the two of them. Yeah, the fight's over. This is just part of my daily routine. It's better than ending up weak and feeble. Me and my big brother sometimes fight for fun. I always win. I wonder if he could be letting me win on purpose. He might be, or he might be a Napon. And unless you let him use like magics and ethers and stuff like that, it's probably not going to work out so great.